Yes, sir. Drams on deck. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Kilchoman STR Cask Strength Matured. Look at this. Look at this. It's sitting at 50%. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. STR. You see a little quick 360 of the bottle. Now this one right here is my very first bottle of this particular expression. I've actually had other Kilchomans in the past, but this is my first bottle I've actually had of them. And you see this right here, nice little box. STR Kilchoman is in the building. STR is for the shaved, toasted, and re-charred. You see it. 50%. We're going to dive all into it. A nice peated scotch on deck for review. Drams on deck. Let's go.
What's going on, y'all? We back at it again. Another hot review for you. Drams on deck. Today, y'all, we got a hitter. Today, we got the Kilchoman STR Cask in the freaking building. Yes, sir. Bad boy sitting at 50% ABV. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wow. You see it. You see what it is. Kilchoman, 50% STR. Take a look at the bottle. Take a look at the box. And just so you know, this is my very first experience with Kilchoman. So this is my very first bottle I've had with them. This is the 2019 STR Cask Matured Edition. And this one right here, this STR stands for shaved, toasted, and re-charred. So the STR is shaved, toasted, and re-charred. What that means is that the barrels was red wine. So they took the barrels that previously had red wine. They shaved down the innards of the actual barrel to make it, I guess, a little bit more mellow. And then they toasted it, with the flame, and then they re-charred it. So that's what the STR stands for. And that's pretty much to make it less sharp and more mellow. That's from what I gathered from it. So we're gonna pretty nose it, we're gonna taste it, we're gonna score it as we always do. So for me, I love my peated scotches, just like I love my sherry scotches. I love my sherry and peated just the same. So this one right here, actually I got this bottle about, got this around, I wanna say it was around Christmas time, because I got this actually in Houston. I was there seeing my son, and I got this at a local chain there called Specs, SPEC Specs, and that's all throughout the Houston area. So anyway, I got this from, I was going to a Pacific One, and there was a guy there that I got it, because every time I went to Houston, he would always help me out, because they had they was Scotch drinkers, same as me. So anyway, we would go back and forth and talk about different things. And it's good. I really enjoy having people there who actually drink and know their scotches. So that when you're talking to someone, you're like, hey, what does it taste like? Oh, it tastes like XYZ. They can tell you the nose, they can tell you the flavor, and XYZ. It's a lot easier to make decisions on getting new spirits when you have people who have like-minded palate versus someone you ever been in a liquor store, or you asking about a wine or beer, it's like, hey, what does it taste like? And all the customer attendants don't drink, or they don't know. It's like, wow. So a lot of times, I hate to say it, but I can spend hours in a store because I'm looking for something new, right? And if I've never had it before, just so you know, this bottle costs around $110 or something around there, right? It's been a while, so it was over like $100. So when anytime I spend $100 or more on something new that I have no experience in whatsoever, unless it came highly recommended from several people, I kind of do my research and let me know if this is something that I want to invest in. The reason how I do that is because, like, okay, if like I said, I've said before, most of my friends and family don't drink these type of stuff, so I can't call them my uncle or my cousin because they don't drink this type of stuff. They drink bottom shelf stuff. So for me, I was like, man, I would have to look at reviews or Google to see what the reviews say. So that's why I spend more time, because I'm in there Googling different things. But anyway, he came highly recommended. He told me it was good to go, and I tried this. So now I'm gonna nose it, taste, and score with you guys. It's about $110 or so. It was over $100. Kilchoman STR, 50% peated. and we're gonna get down to what it is. It's Islay Single Malt. So first bottle of it, it's about halfway gone. I've had, like I said, I cracked it open around December time. So just so you know, we're about almost August. So we've had about, we'll say close to 8, pushing on 8 months. I like to give bottles time. Once I get past the neck pour, give it time to let the air hit the bottle, let it oxidize a little bit more, open up. I think this particular area right here is a good area to start reviewing bottles. Because sometimes, like there's certain bottles, if I reviewed at the neck pour, I would be probably scoring it relatively lowly. And then there's certain times that the exact same bottle if I reviewed it the neck pour, I didn't like it. 4 or 5 months later, I review it again. I can review it again, like, wow, this is a lot better. So that's why I like to give bottles time to open up, and so that I can really let it fully oxidize. I can really give it a good review and give it my honest opinion. That's what I like to do, keep it honest. So that being said, let's check out the color. The color is a little bit medium dark color, medium dark amber color, as you can see here. And this one right here has a little kick to it. I think it's 50 ppms. So ppms parts per million for the peatedness. So that's pretty standard on the typical peated whiskey. Like the port shot, I think is 50 ppms. Now, for example, if you ever had an Octomore, which is by Brulatis, those usually go 100 ppms or more. So this is only 50. So granted, it's well peated, but it's not, as peated as some other whiskeys. That being said, let's see what we have on this nose. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The charring that they do from the STR, I can really taste like a toasted oak, almost smells like an early barbecue. You ever put charcoal in a grill before you light it? I'm talking about charcoal before you light it. You put the lighter right before you put the lighter fluid on, you just put like a charcoal brick, like some Kingsford charcoal. That's almost what I smell, but it smells good. Like, to me, I don't know that I like the smell of coals even before they burn sometimes. But I smell like some nice wood and charcoal, unburned charcoal. I smell like a smoky pit, meaty, like a ham or something on here. Oh man, that peat smell. Like, I love the smell of peat. Sometimes I like the smell of peat more than it tastes. Sometimes, but this smells meaty, charcoaly, woodsy, campfirey. Just it's a nice nose. It smell like you're getting ready to really do a nice barbecue. Yeah, I'm feeling that one right there. Nice nose. Woods, meat, peat. Nice nose. Now, let's jump on this palate and see what we got. First sip, kind of opens my palate up, sensitizes it to it. Then I kind of dive more into the notes. But you definitely pick up the campfire ash on this. The first sip, got the campfire ash lingering on here. 50%, so that's a relative, nice little punch to it, but it's nothing overly hot. It's not gonna burn you. Or at least if you're a person who drinks neat or even cask strength, it's not gonna burn your throat. If you're someone who always drinks mixed drinks, only 40%, or you only drinking like Di Serrano or Grand Marniers, soft girly stuff, then it might be a little hot for you. So it just depends on where your palate is, how trained and sensitized it is. With that said, second sip, down the hatch. Now, second sip down, a lot more campfire ash. I pick up more campfire and peat than I do the actual, like a sherry cask that was previously held. I pick up more than anything else the mesquite, the wood, and campfire ash. To me, from entry level to the finish, I pick up more of the campfire ash, the mesquite and wood, and the oak. Just a little, slightly on entry, you pick up a little bit of like a small hint of a sherry cask. But to me, most of my taste buds are 75% of what I taste is mostly peat. I think the shaving is what kind of maybe mellows the sweeter and the more fruit notes from the sherry cask. That would, I would say the red wine cask. In my opinion, I think just for me, I would like to have had. I wish it had more sweet to go with the peat. The peat's good, but to me, I think more sweet will balance it out more from my particular palate. But to me, it tastes good. It smells awesome, but it seems like it's missing that sweet element that I know to love and I appreciate. Now, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's not bad. I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I think I like it right now. I wouldn't say I love it, but I like it. I like it, but not love it. The difference is, fellas or ladies, when you dating somebody or you get to know them, you kicking it with them, you like them, they think they cool, you like to have fun with them, you know what I mean? But if they start talking about the word of taking it further or making it serious, pump the brakes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I like it, but I don't love it. So I like it, I can sip it, but I can't make it my bug. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something missing on that, on the sweetness note for me. But it's still good. It's still good. I like it. I just don't love it. So I add a little bit of water to it. Very little. We'll see if that changes anything. The nose is slightly softer, but it's still pretty much the same. You get the mesquite, campfire ash. Swirl around, take a sip, and see what we got with a little bit of water. Still relatively the same. I pick up mostly campfire ash, mesquite wood, peat smoke. I don't really pick up as much of the sweetness. Sweetness is very monotone on this one for me. Like I said, it's not a bad thing, but I just think that if it had more fullness of that red wine, with that dark fruits, the tannins, dark berries, that sweetness, that sherry influence, or something like that, or even bourbon influence, or any of that, I think it'll be definitely more amazing. I think. That being said, like, I like it, but I don't love it. For $110 plus, for something I spend over $100, I expect to really, really like something, like, or I should say, love it, damn near. If I don't like it, I better damn near love it. So, for me, this is something that you can get. It's not necessarily, I would say, overly hard to find, but however, you won't see this on every shelf. So, like I said, this can't be my boo, but we can kick it. If that makes sense, we can kick it, have a good time. If you offer it to me, I'll definitely drink it. Don't get me wrong, But would I buy another bottle of it for this price point? No. If I'm gonna spend another $120 with tax and all that stuff out the door or plus, I need to really pretty much love it, and I don't love it. I like it. So for me, if I had to score this 1 out of a 10, 10 being the best for me, Drams on deck. I give this a 7.75. So 7.75 was just a tad under an 8. Which is a pretty good score. It's a very good score. I gave it a 7.75, which is good. I like it. I definitely would drink this again. Absolutely. But would I buy it again at the price point? No, I would not. I would probably try a different Kilchoman. They got some other ones. They got multiple. This is the first one I've bought. So I've tried a few others, but it's been so long I couldn't describe it. But this is the first bottle I've owned. So I definitely will try some more bottles in the future. But for the STR cask, I like it. 7.75s, which is 7.75. Good dram. Very, you pretty much pick up, like I said, mesquite, campfire wood, that ash. You pick up just a small faint hit of some sherry cask or wine influence on the entry level, but from pretty much all throughout from the front to the mid to the finish. Even now, I pick up the campfire ash and mesquite wood, so which is good. I enjoy it. Like I said, the nose is bomb. I really love the nose, so good stuff. You know, on the nose, it reminds me of the Ardbeg Ugadal. On the nose is very barbecuey, campfire ash, the meat tip. But unlike this, the Ardbeg Ugadal has a lot more of the sherry influence on the taste buds, the balance with the smoke. And that's what I was expecting this to have. But to me, it's more smoke and less sweet. Overall, I would say it's like this. It's like maybe 75% smoke, 25% sweet, which is not bad. But I'm the type of person, I like more 50-50, so that makes sense. So it's slightly less sweet. But there's some people who don't like maybe, sweetness. So if you person who just really if you don't give a damn about sweetness, just give me a peep, I think you probably will enjoy it slightly more than I do. So I'm not trying to shame it whatsoever. This is a very good. I gave it 7.75 as a good score. So I definitely think you should check it out. If you're in the peat, you should definitely, if those flavor profiles are to your liking and you enjoy the peat, I think you should check it out. So like I said, so this is 7.75. I like it, but not quite. So just imagine if you ever had an Ardbeg Ugadal, just imagine this with less sweetness to it. That's kind of what I bet with this. So a less sweet Ugadal. Ugadal, in my opinion, is a lot more refined there. It has the sweet and peat is right there, and is rich sweet. This one is like a faded dry sweet, and the peat's there. So to me, I think maybe they shaved too much oak off of the red wine. Maybe we should have left some of that red wine in the barrel before shaving it off. I don't know. But that's what I probably, if it was more sweet, it'd probably be a 9 or a little bit higher above a 9. But I like it, but just only because of the price point, I would not spend another 100 plus buzz on this bottle. So I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna share it, and but yeah. So if you never had Kilchoman before, check it out. They got some good stuff. STR. If you into more of the smoky and less sweet, this is probably right up your alley. If you can find it, it's gonna be probably $110+ at your local distributor, or online or wherever you may get it from. But check it out for sure. If you like that, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Likes and subscribes are free. If you had this before, hit me in my comment block and let me know what you think about it. Maybe your experience may be different from mine. Like I said, 7.75, good stuff, man. I like it. I like it, but just don't love it. So let me know your experience if you had it. If you have any questions, I always try my best to get back to you guys. I love to thank y'all for your love and support. Also check out my boy Dark Spirits. He has a channel. Check him out as well. He does great things. Also, I have a Cash App Patreon, so if you would like to donate, it's up to you. You can do so. And also check out my Instagram page. I have an Instagram page in the description box. I have the link for it. So if you have some time, check it out, because I have a lot of bottles I have not yet reviewed. I got some new rums that I just repurchased that's not yet reviewed. Got a lot of mezcals, not tequila but mezcal. So I love the mezcal. You know what I'm saying. I got a lot of those as well. So I got a lot of stuff, even more scotches that I haven't reviewed. So I got a lot of stuff in the collection that's on there that you should check out if you have time. So thank y'all for your love, your time, and your support. Signing out. Drams on deck. Yes, sir.